Good morning from the Swamp Duck. This morning I'm taking Swampy down the River Trent, and then we're going to go up the Trent and Mersey. So we're going to do a left in a moment or two. I'm only going to do a couple of locks today. The reason is I want to just go and find a little bit of mooring where the bank is quite low. Because there's a couple of jobs that I want to do which are too difficult to do in the marina. One job is to put a cage on the back of the boat for the spare gas cylinder. One of the problems with a cabin cruiser is the fact that if you're going to take it out for any length of time, 2 or 3 days, then you've got a supply problem. Firstly, you've got a problem with gas because you need really to make sure you've got a spare gas bottle. The gas bottle supplied with this boat is 3.9 propane, which will last a fair amount of time. But if the weather's bad and you're using it for lots of cups of tea, then, you know, just to keep warm, then you're going to get through a fair amount of gas. Now, it's never a good idea to keep a spare cylinder on the boat. The regulations are that a gas bottle should be kept in a gas locker, and the gas locker on this boat is only big enough for one propane 3.9 cylinder. So I needed to find some way of accommodating a second gas cylinder. And what I've come up with is I have bought it's a frame which will support a bucket. I got it from a saddlery, and it's really meant for keeping a bucket for feeding horses, but it'll do the job. It's very, very sturdy, and once attached to the back of the boat, I can put the spare cylinder in it, chain it up, and hopefully that will make sure that any leakage will go straight into the canal. Of course, the other problem you've got is water, having enough water with you, but that's not such a problem on the canals and rivers because periodically you come to a water point, and so far I haven't found that to be a problem. The only other issue is that of petrol. Most of the marinas and along the routes of the canals will supply diesel, but very few of them seem to Okay, so I managed to moor up just before Bridge 5 on the Trent and Mersey, and been able to put the basket on the back of the boat, bolted it through, and it now has this spare Caligas propane cylinder sitting proudly in it, and I hope that will solve the problem of storage of spare gas cylinder. We're just coming up the River Trent back to Shardlow Marina. It's been a very nice and calm day.